Are you someone that's having a hard time establishing healthy boundaries? Is it hard for you to say no? Do you feel resentful after you say yes? If you're having a lot of people come in your space, just allow them to come in and you don't necessarily want them there. If this is you, then this is a journey for you. We're on day number 19 of our 60-day healing journey to establish healthy boundaries. The affirmation for today is, I trust my intuition to guide my boundaries. Do you trust yourself? How can you trust somebody else if you don't trust yourself? If yourself is telling you, how can you listen to somebody else if you don't listen to yourself? How can you believe in somebody else if you don't believe in yourself? You have to trust your intuition. Becoming obedient is very important with growth because yourself is signaling you and telling you that those things that you need, telling you what's right for you and what's not right for you. But you have to trust yourself. It may take practice, but get into the practice of trusting your intuition to guide your boundaries. The somatic practice is place palms over eyes for a moment of inward focus. So you're going to put your palms over your eyes and just breathe just for a moment for inward focus. And if you're having some vision problems, this is just a little extra. Having some vision problems, rub your palms together, put your palms over your eyes and say, thank you for my sight. Thank you for healing. You have to get connected to your body where you give thanks to your body. A lot of people do not give thanks to their body. You can do practices like rubbing your hands together and placing your hands on a space that may be uncomfortable on your body. Your neck is hurting, you're going to put your hand on your neck and you go breathe in. Say thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for healing, and imagine yourself being healed. So that is our somatic practice. Place palms over eyes for a moment of inward focus. The visualization today is tune into your gut feeling before responding to requests. So if you're feeling like, just visualize or just take a time to scan your body and see how your stomach feels before you actually respond. It could take a few moments for you to be able to detect what's happening in your stomach. But if somebody asks you to do something, you get a request, take a moment to scan your body to see how your gut is actually feeling. The journal prompt is, when have I ignored intuition about someone's intentions? Okay. So background, little information. I used to be the person that I would get this feeling about somebody, but I just didn't want to be mean to them. And I also thought, well, I'm strong enough to deal with whatever. But again, if your energy if you're exchanging energy with someone that's around you all the time, you can't think that way. When your intuition tells you immediately from that first encounter that something ain't right, then something ain't right. You don't have to, it's time to start trusting that so that you don't have to go through a whole process and then look back and reflect and say, well, yeah, I should have probably listened to myself. So that is the journal prompt. When have I ignored intuition about someone's intentions? Sometimes through a text message, I can tell when something is off. But I just believe that's one of my gifts. However, are you having those situations when your intentions are telling you that your intuition is telling you that someone's intentions are wrong, but you're ignoring it? Time to stop doing that. The tiny boundary practice is pause before making a decision to honor intuition. Pause before making a decision to honor intention. And essentially, what we're trying to do is not feel so obligated to just respond as soon as somebody asks you to do something. We're trying to get out of that people pleaser space so that we're able to just breathe for a second. And when we breathe in for a second. And as we breathe, we pause to consider what we should do from that point. That's what we're trying to do. Get to that space of pausing before we answer. And not only for the other person, but for you to be able to see, is this right for me? Is this not right for me? Is not necessarily responding so much to them, but maybe you've been responding some way, the same way for so long that you haven't even recognized that that's something that you necessarily don't want to do. Or maybe you may want to do it, but you've been rejecting a situation because of whatever reason. So we're going to pause before we respond to honor our intuition. So listening to your intuition as well. So the bonus holistic tip for today is chew a small piece of ginger or turmeric for grounding and energy clarity. Chew a small piece of raw ginger or turmeric for grounding and energy clarity. That is our holistic tip for today. See you tomorrow. Peace and love. Mwah.